Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Civilization 6 Rise and Fall. We're getting pretty close. Pretty close is maybe an overstatement. We're on our way to a religious victory. So as you can see, Protestantism is the dominant religion in 19 cities. That is not going to work for us. We've pretty much... I was going to say we pretty much wiped out Eastern Orthodoxy, but 7 cities, really. And then Sikhism has mostly been obliterated by Norway, it seems like. I don't think we have to worry about this too much. 7 Eastern Orthodox cities. Where are those? The city-states... No, the city-states down here are Protestant now. Okay, there are 2 Eastern Orthodox cities in Sumeria. There must be more city-states scattered around or something that have Eastern Orthodoxy. I guess it doesn't really matter. All we need is for there not to be any holy site cities belonging to Georgia that have Eastern Orthodoxy as their religion, and I believe we've been successful at that. I think we have wiped out the threat of Eastern Orthodoxy spread. So, right now, the religious victory looks like this. We are halfway there. I do not... Oh... Okay, it must be Korea is where all the Eastern Orthodox cities still are, because apparently most of Korea is still Eastern Orthodox. I wonder... Is that all just up here? How many cities is that? Because we can see 3, so there must be at least 3 more cities. Is there any other Korean... I guess there's not really any other land, is there? Nowhere else for there to be Korean cities. They must just be really packed in up here. Okay, well, we're headed in that direction. So I'm a little worried about this. I think we're going to lose some people here. And of course, we are progressing as quickly as we can toward Reformed Church. And when I say as quickly as we can, I mean 17 culture per turn. Not very quickly, it turns out. We need to back the heck up. We need to, get out of here. Our religious units mostly need to flee. We need to not encounter any more Norwegian apostles. We only have 7 spreads left between the 3 of us. But the thing is, we gotta just, we gotta take cover until the Guru arrives. He will save us. So, it looked like one of the apostles may have expended himself trying to convert Zanzibar, which is good for us because Zanzibar is low priority. I'm not really sure what to do. I wonder if it's best to come around this way, try to get closer to the coast, although... This is all cliffs, so the Guru's not going to be able to come up here anyway. I'm just really worried about that one full health apostle, because he could probably kill all of ours. You know, you can heal in holy sites that are owned by your player and religion. I'm not sure if you heal in holy sites that are owned by your religion but are a different player. Alright, I'm going to back up, because that guy's right there, and trying not to get killed. Trying not to get debated literally out of existence. Which, by the way, is not how debate works in the real world. Alright, do I actually want to spend more spreads here? What's the status of Auckland right now? Weird how sometimes you click the religion button and the lens comes on and then immediately off. The status is we are very plus religious pressure, and we're almost at half. This doesn't need another charge. I'm just going to have this guy run up the coast. He can be our scout for Northern Korea while we wait for the Guru to arrive. Alright, you built your fishing boats. And it's been over a week, and I do not remember what my plan was for this building. It's probably just to get tiles. This is very annoying, by the way. I'm really upset about that, actually. Well, I suppose that could use some fishing boats. Okay, and I think I was planning to have this guy run through and hit Ulundi. But you know what? Ulundi will flip in time. It's not going to produce any religious units. It's not going to rekindle Eastern Orthodoxy. And... yeah, this apostle's a proselytizer. This apostle needs to go north where the action is. Although, apparently, crossing the river's hard work. Listen, we'll get it done. Okay, I clicked the bottom right of the screen to choose production, and it opened up the Let's Talk to Shaka window. It's not exactly what I was looking for. Honestly, the most important thing for us at this point is faith. We need to make sure we have our faith buildings in our faith-producing cities. Calcutta should get a holy site eventually, I guess. It's not going to be a great one, but it can still house the buildings. What's my current apostle cost? It's like 400? Yeah, 405. Okay. So we're good on era score for a normal age. If we wanted to get a golden age, we would need another 12 points in 28 to 48 turns. That might be doable. We might be able to pull that off. Let's see. We definitely don't want to replace our current yellow policy. We need new government because the slot distribution of this government is very bad. Yeah, I don't think we want to make any changes here. Industrial zone bonuses, traveling merchants, and town charters. Yeah, I think we're good. So, does it make sense to give this guy another promotion? I think the answer is no, right? Yeah. Does it make sense to give her another promotion? We could pick up aquaculture. You'd help that city grow even more. Hold on. Before we make that decision, what's the deal with our new government? +5 religious strength and theological combat, +5 faith per citizen in cities with governors. Is that a typo? That seems like a huge amount of faith. Okay, so this is why I looked. We need to get a new governor. And put the new governor in, like, Madurai, so that we have our large population cities all governed. So, who wants to be the new governor? Pingala will give us extra science and culture. That might be the best thing for us at this time. Yeah, I like that. Unfortunately, this is actually not ideal. Because this city has neither a theater square nor a campus. We're not that far from being able to build a theater square here. I wonder if I should just switch these two. But Madurai doesn't have its mosque yet. We gotta fix that. Because I want Moksha in the city that we're buying our apostles in, but that city also needs to have a mosque. You know what, I'll leave it like this for now. I'm not that worried about the science and culture. One thing that's a little bit sort of weird about the about this victory type is that you actually completely do not engage with a lot of the systems. Like, it doesn't matter what my culture and science outputs are. Alright, so there's not a huge reason for me to save this guy's charges. The only question is whether it would be better to use him for theological combat, but I mean, we can burn charges down to 1 charge. The thing is, all these cities up here are really, really pressured with our religion. Well, maybe not really, really pressured. Okay, we could use a little bit of a push. If we converted 1 or 2 more high-value cities, that would probably be a good idea. So I think I'll turn him around and have him hit Youngstown. High population cities are where we're looking. Looks like that apostle ran off, and no, I cannot rest and repair. That apostle probably, I'm imagining, went north. Try to convert some of this stuff up here to Protestantism. Assuming. I really wish I had a friendly city on this continent. Maybe we should, like, conquer Zanzibar. But conquering Zanzibar, people have envoys and stuff. Conquering Zanzibar is just gonna cause an emergency against me. Everybody's gonna go to war with me. And then all my religious units are gonna get killed. Oh. Wait a second. Why did it tell me that this was a valid path for a 1-turn move when moving into the first space was gonna kill all of my movement? I'm not even getting zone of control. There's nothing around me. What on earth happened there? Okay, well, nobody move. Everybody just chill out and wait. Yeah, this is bad. Too many religious units. That said, they're going to have a really, really hard time, like a very uphill battle over here. Georgia's been targeted for war by Zulu. Okay, all that stuff is pretty irrelevant to our goings on here. What I would really love is if we could talk some people into a war with Norway. I don't want to be at war with Norway, because we have to go into Norway with our religious units. But I want other people slaughtering Norway's religious units to help ease the tide a little bit. Everything over here will convert eventually. Maybe I should just pull my religious units out altogether. Just let the impressive amount of pressure that we've already established handle all this. Just have everybody fall back and start converting this way. That actually might be a good idea. Enough faith to purchase a mosque. Well, I would rather use my faith to purchase apostles. This is bad. This guy does have religious orders, and he has an intel bonus on us. What that means is that they have more diplomatic visibility on us than we have on them, because our access level is none. And you do get a small combat strength bonus, and apparently it applies to theological combat as well as the shoot-him-in-the-face kind. Although, you know, depending on where and when you are, those may not actually be different kinds of combat. Everybody run away from the very healthy apostle. Yeah, this city has 11 citizens. If we manage to convert this, it would be exerting quite a lot of pressure on the surroundings. I think it's worth using a couple of charges just to sort of speed up our hold here. See, I think the plan is let's fall back away from Northern Korea. If we can flip that one city, that'll be good enough. Oh, there were fishing boats. They were just busted, actually. We gotta fix these too. Yeah, if we can flip Yongsan, this will all turn pretty quickly. Otherwise, it will still turn, but it'll just be slower. And of course, the slow turn means it's more vulnerable to disruption. The tighter we can get this locked up, the better. But also, I'm afraid of those apostles. The guru is kind of in the wrong place now. Sumeria and the Zulu don't like each other. That's not... What is the status of Harold Hardrada's diplomatic relations? It really would be great for us if we could turn a lot of people on him. Everybody hates him. Unfortunately, I don't know that there actually is a way to convince a player to go to war with another player. The diplomatic systems in the game are fairly primitive. We could go for a joint war. We can say, hey, you and I together should go to war with that guy, but he has 2,500 gold that he's sitting on right now. I thought I was doing alright. So I guess for now we want to keep buying all of our religious units in Patna. I would love for this not to be the case forever, but... Looking forward to the apparently huge amount of glorious faith return that we will receive shortly from our new government type. Right, let's run the guru down the coast. We're going to gather up over here, basically. We'll stick together so as not to get picked off by random Norwegian apostles. Trying to stay relatively far away from that guy. Theoretically, he doesn't have great visibility over here. So it's not that we need to be out of movement range of him, we just need him not to be able to easily see us all. That said, he's not really being aggressive yet. And you know what? I don't know if this is going to be enough. We're exerting decent pressure. We're going to be the predominant religion soon, but that's not good enough. We do need this mosque, but also I need to hurry up and get my good entertainment complex buildings going. What does it cost to buy these? The arena's 600, so it would be another 10 turns. A little bit more. Yeah, alright, let's work on the mosque. We'll buy the arena. I'm not going to spend faith on the mosque. All of our faith is going toward religious units. I'm very excited about this new government type. Already boosted. The problem is just that, I have absolutely no culture per turn. Well, we're working on stuff. So, it may be the case that we end up having to go to war to drive our religion. We might have to blow up Norway. Or some part of Norway. So I think our science is still pretty important, but basically we're behind on every metric, except for faith production, and even then our faith production is not, like, incredible. It's just probably good enough to get the job done. Alright, I'll take 2 extra spreads. That seems like a pretty good start. Okay. Norwegian apostles went north. Like I said, let's just stick together. Toss 1 more spread over here. Gotta be getting... Okay, so we only got it up to 4. It needs to get to 6 to flip. I'm not sure how quickly 7 pressure per turn will flip citizens, but it'll get there. It'll get there faster than it would have otherwise, that's for sure. And yeah, see, like, he converted Zanzibar to Protestantism, but it won't hold. This is, the religious mechanic functions a little bit like the new loyalty mechanic, in that, like, running deep into somebody's territory and converting a single city, much like running deep into somebody's territory and settling a single city, really doesn't help you. You have to get, like, a group of things going. You have to get something sustainable. Alright, so we did go cultural alliance with Gilgamesh, right? We could found over here. I kind of wonder if it might be a good idea to get that city established, like, now. Maybe that's what we do in Patna once the university's complete. Hey, Napoleon's here. Yeah, everybody seems to hate Georgia. Everybody kind of seems to hate Shaka. Not good for us. These are not the people that we need to be hated. Oh, beautiful. Okay, a debater. We needed another debater badly. Alright, so the Guru will be on land next turn. Everybody just get over here and get ready to benefit from his wisdom. And we probably are going to just dump all of his charges immediately, right? You are not a debater. We will get a relic if you die in combat, or theological combat, and that relic will give us extra faith per turn, which is nice. Also, a considerable amount of culture. Actually, given where we're at right now, like a lot of culture. Oh, that's right, I can't even make settlers because of my Dark Age policy. We could revoke that for a little while, but it would have to remain revoked while we're settling as well. So we could unlock our government with a little bit of cash. 75, not too bad. Pull isolationism for now. Slot, I don't know what else, something else. And then, when the settler's finished, reinstate it, let the settler sail across the ocean, and then when we want to settle, we have to pull it again. It might be worth doing. We're really getting a lot of value out of that Dark Age policy, though. I wonder how long it would take to build the settler. So what is the base cost of a settler? 80 production, but it scales with the number of cities you have, and there's no information on the scaling formula here, unfortunately. It's just one of those things you have to know. That makes me not eager to try it. I don't know that I really want to run a bunch of turns without that policy. We're really reliant on it. Well, We could use a builder. Right, like this guy only has 2 charges? 3 charges. Yeah, but I want to build stuff up here. So we could use another builder. We could build the Grandmaster's Chapel. Oh, I like that. Let's get that. I'm just not even going to worry about settling. You know, we're going to win the game on 4 very underdeveloped cities. Through the strength of our love for turtles. Which all decent, reasonable people share. Somebody asked in the comments of the last episode whether I am going to go and settle to pick up the turtles. And I think the answer to that is probably no. Ellie's losing loyalty. Well, that's not great. It is actually... It's not that negative. So we could swap our alliance with Shaka to be cultural if we're indeed not going to go and do this thing. But we have to make a move here. We can just move Pingala, I guess? We can move Moksha. There's no reason for him to be here if we get this holy site built up. Also, part of the problem is that we're in a golden age, or we're in a dark age right now. Where is the age thing? Yeah, we're in a golden age and Shaka's in a... We're in a dark age, Shaka's in a golden age. So the pressure dynamics are really bad right now. But just bumping Liang over here would solve it too. And actually, is she providing any real benefit where she's sitting right now? No. Okay. Let's just pop her over to Delhi. She'll provide the loyalty we need to counteract that. Okay. Can't get in the water this turn. You guys are all just waiting for the Guru charge. You're not going anywhere by yourself. We shouldn't... What am I doing? I'm walking into a... Okay. Maybe we'll, as a group, sort of shuffle this way. He can meet up with us, because we really shouldn't blow the Guru charge until this guy's here, too. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just move east at the speed of Guru, which is to say, too slowly, while this guy catches up, and then we'll hit the thing. Okay, we're good. Telly is no longer losing loyalty, it just doesn't update the notifications very well. Okay, so the Guru is our slowest member, but he's not that slow. Actually, he seems to be the same speed as everybody else now. That's right, we had extra movement on our apostles from our dedication, isn't that right? So yeah, we'll come around here. We'll just catch up with them, and once we're all together, we'll pop the Guru charges. You get in the water. Not ideal. This is very slow. You know, I think maybe buying the temple here is more important than buying that zoo. Let's work on a monument. Help counteract our slow culture speed and also our loyalty issues. We'll buy the temple here. Or the temple. We'll buy the temple there. Okay, Sumeria just declared war on Norway. That's good news. We got horses, guys. We're doing it. Think of how terrifying our knights will be compared to all of this enemy anti-tank bazooka nonsense. Alright, so everything's still here. I'm just making sure that we're not getting conversions up here from the Protestants, but I think we're alright. So our religion is going to slowly fan out to the north on its own. Probably the amount of time it takes for that to happen will be less than the amount of time it takes for us to solve this problem. Because remember, there are like 19 cities down there, apparently, that are Protestant, so it's gonna be slow going. Can't actually cross the river this turn. Try to make sure that our injured apostles are able to stay with the Guru. just in case we run into a wave of Norwegian religious units. Let's check on Yongsan here. It got hit with a Protestant charge. Also, I wish the game wouldn't cancel my lenses all the time. So yeah, it's still converting, but the Protestants definitely came here and dropped a spread religion charge. Is this going slowly? Okay, they'll come around here soon. Here we have 15 pressure, because yeah, there's pressure coming from most sides for us. Once this is converted, it'll help convert these. Anything, I believe, religious pressure spreads from a city to all other cities within 10 tiles, I think is the range, so. All these rivers are very awkward. We kind of have to rely on the Georgian road system, which seems to be a little arbitrary. I don't know what she was thinking, not constructing her entire economic base in the way that would benefit me most several hundred years in the future. Hey guys, how's it going? Didn't he declare war on Norway? What are all these bazookas doing over here? And Norway's the only person he's at war with, too. Alright, well, if Gilgamesh is able to make some good headway on punching Norway, he will just sort of inadvertently probably kill a lot of their religious units, just as they're trying to make their way out to the wider world. Which is obviously very, very good for us. And I'm just going to buy an apostle for now, I think, every time one's available. We could wait. Just build up a bunch of faith, and then get, 4 or 5 religious units in a quick burst. And I don't know, have them sail across the ocean. Might be faster than actually heading across land for a new group. That might be wise, actually. I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna... For now, I have already spent the faith, right? We'll send this apostle with us. Samaria... Oh. Hey, that's something I haven't been paying that much attention to. We're not close, I don't think, to... Well, we're kind of getting in the neighborhood of science victories becoming a concern. Yeah. Actually, Gilgamesh already has rocketry. Okay, game. Stop with the notifications. Yeah. Korea also on rocketry already, despite their empire being a shell of its former self, because Korea is ridiculous. Very, very powerful. Okay, well, Gilgamesh is only over us because our output is so bad. And actually, if Korea is pursuing the space victory, they may make it difficult for him, because if they make their moon landing, it'll generate a crazy, crazy amount of culture. Yeah, Nobamba will flip back to turtles without us having to worry about it. This is kind of what I was talking about. He ran some units deep in and converted a couple of random cities in places where they're surrounded by other religions, and they're going to have no benefit for him. Okay, well, martyrs are not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who are going to win. But this will take what we can get. Okay, I guess we ought to set up our new government. So let's get theocracy. Does seem like an awful lot of faith. Alright, so we have another yellow slot. We are going to slot religious orders immediately. Plus 50% population for... Or plus 50% faith from holy site buildings. If city population is high... Okay, so this is pretty good too. This might be better than religious orders for us right now, because we're not actually in conflict at this moment. We'll do that for now. Unfortunately, that might have been the last civic that actually has meaning to the religious victory. Because you're supposed to win these early or not at all, basically. So at this point, we're just picking up governor titles, and yeah, I don't really know what we're going for now. Actually, you know what? Where's tourism output from relics and holy sites? No, I don't. Holy cities. I actually don't care about that very much. There aren't a lot of religious wonders left. Any wonder is good for us, of course, because they give faith, but at this point, that amount of faith is starting to be kind of minor. I guess aiming to increase our culture output is valuable for making it harder for somebody else to win a culture victory while we're trying to do our thing. So I guess we ought to head toward humanism. We could get archaeological museums running without having to have had much faith beforehand, whereas earning artists will be tricky. So I guess that's the plan. Generate enough culture to defend us from Sumerian tourism, basically. Alright, he's almost here. All these units have fractional movement and can't actually enter any tiles, but please, what should we do with them? This guy's not a debater, right? Yeah, this is the proselytizer. I'm not that worried about these apostles actually converting stuff. Mostly I'm worried about them fighting us and winning. But we now have the appropriate government as well, so he doesn't have the advantage he used to have. Maybe we should just go and take this guy down? Wow, major defeat, huh? I know my apostle's slightly more damage than his is, but only slightly, right? This is annoying. Why is it that there's no way to see this apostle's health bar? Yes, I would get obliterated here. Their intel bonus has improved. That is a thing you can card for. We need to figure out how we're going to get more information on them. We need to upgrade our access level. We could send a trade route to them. We don't have printing. Yeah, I suppose that's a concern. How long would it take us to get printing? Oh, a long time. I don't have any of the prerequisites either. I guess the answer is no, we run. No sense in going after that guy because there's no universe in which we can defeat him without a debater. Ah, well, this is a pretty effective Guru charge. That's some efficiency. Feel alright about that. And we're probably just going to do the same thing again next turn, so everybody hang around. If that guy comes after us, we do have a debater in that group, so we can handle him then. Okay, Pilgrim. Gain 3 extra spreads. We are definitely going to be running him past the Natural Wonder, so... Alright, we're doing important stuff everywhere. Oh, that's right, we need to buy that temple. 101 faith per turn. So I think I am, in fact, going to save up some faith and build a squad. Okay, he's not chasing us. He's just going to run in here. Oh. Huh, that's weird. It's got the little red down thing, but pressure here is definitely positive for us. I guess we're not the majority of the pressure. We're the plurality. Maybe that's this. Maybe it only shows the little green thing if you're the majority. Yeah, we are the majority here, and we will be all the places down south. Okay, so they're making things a little bit more difficult than I would like, but I don't think that it's right to send our units back here to fight with spread religion charges. We should go to the source of these religious units and fight them there, convert their holy sites, and make it so that they can't produce any more units of this religion. Okay. So I think... do I want to push forward now, or do I want to wait? Debating whether I want everybody to move forward or whether we want to wait till next turn so the Guru can move with us. I kind of want to just get out there and start fighting. The Guru will catch up in time. This is going to be... if this were players, if I was playing a game with people, I think we would be pretty counted out unless they were looking specifically at the religious victory. Like, we're not doing well by any other metric. And sometimes the religious victory does feel a little bit like you sort of snuck around having to play Civ, which is really not totally ideal. Alright, if we could get a Golden Age... so we can still spend an Apostle to complete our religion. And doing so is worth era score. I don't remember exactly how much. I think it's like 2 or 3 points. If we get close enough to our Golden Age, I will do that. Yes, please repeat that route. It's a good route. You should probably build a holy site. We should probably have one of these. It doesn't really matter where we build it. It's going to be 0 value everywhere. Over here, it can help provide adjacency bonus. So maybe we do something else for a turn. Start building that, I guess. Now that we have so much more faith per turn, you know what? I am going to buy a mosque here. I think. Get all of our faith buildings going. So we could build a campus. Well, what makes sense? Well, we're over our housing cap. City produces a ton of food, but has no housing. Yeah, now that the cost of a mosque is considerably fewer turns of faith generation, I feel a little bit more comfortable buying them. Alright, so remember, we're not actually interested in converting the Sumerian cities along the way. And in fact, because Sumeria has a religion, I think he might get cross with us for converting his cities to our religion anyway. So what we're really looking to do here is just get through to Norway and hit all of the Norwegian holy sites. We have a couple of proselytizers to help burn down, help start making a difference, and then when their apostles come up, we have a couple of debaters to fight their apostles and hopefully generate enough victories in theological combat to have a real effect on the surrounding cities. Unfortunately, we have very little intel. I don't have any idea what his stuff is going to look like when we get down here, where the holy sites are going to be. Also, apparently there's a really annoying bottleneck. I actually wonder, like, would it be better just to put this guy in a boat and send him around? Yes, it probably would, actually. Alright, I know I just put you on land. Just get over here. Yeah, there's no way that we were going to get there any faster. You don't really need this anymore. I'm trying to think where we benefit from this trade route the most. Honestly, probably running it out of here. Oh, that's right. This guy that I turned around was the guy who needs to get adjacent to a natural wonder, though. Well, there's probably one over here somewhere. We haven't actually seen that many of them. Yeah, it looks like it might be fastest for us to go over the bay, I guess? Oh, hey, look, our auto-explore guy. Let's see if we can get open borders from Hardrada. He might not go for it because he really hates us. In fact, we can't even ask. Alright. Well, we'll try to run this warrior around manually, around the edges of his empire, see if we can get a little bit of vision. A little bit of useful vision. I think Sumeria is going to have a hard time taking over. Where's he right now? Madurai, we need... What do we need? Do we need culture or science more? You know what? I'm going to actually grab another governor. I don't think we even really need another governor, but we should have one for the extra faith. And actually, Reina will be a good governor for Calcutta. Up here, we definitely need to make a theater square somewhere that is adjacent to a wonder. Probably doesn't actually matter which one of these spots we pick. Alright, we're going to save up faith for a little while, generate another band of religious units to come over the ocean all together. So yeah, this is going to be tricky for this this Sumeria versus Norway war. Like, this band of mountains is really tight natural choke point. It's going to be tough enough for us, and we're just trying to get through unopposed, really. Trade routes. I think it's probably... This guy's far enough along that it probably makes sense to go to the east still, but we can go over the desert. It'll be faster. We don't have to worry about all the jungle and whatnot. Sumeria is letting us use their ports, which is nice of them, to embark and disembark for cheap. So some of us are just here to fight the Protestant apostles. Hopefully we brought enough people for this. Yeah, honestly, this city just really, really needs production. How many turns do we have left? Quite a few. I have to imagine that there's some value in a heroic age. I don't really know how we're going to make that happen, though. So we don't really need to convert these small northern cities if they don't have holy sites. That said, there's not that many sources of Protestantism nearby. A couple of the cities are large and religionless. They won't be for long, though. Never mind. I was going to say we might actually be able to convert some of these and start pressuring from there, but we should probably try to go to the existing holy sites and also to the... That's right, you're going this way. We should go to the holy sites and also to the southern edge and start building our pressure from that side. Probably right to just go over the land. Given how far he'd have to go out of his way to get around the peninsula there. Yeah, we gotta find the big holy sites. In particular, the Holy City is producing extra pressure of the religion type. Yeah, she's mad at us because we kind of obliterated her religion.
There are very honest people
So Theater Square District adjacency bonuses, not terribly exciting. Does any of this stuff matter for our religious units? No. What else do we pull? Merchant Confederation. Honestly, like, Diplomatic League is doing actually nothing for us. This at least produces gold. And yeah, I don't think we want to make any other changes. Oh, Theocratic Legacy. So an additional +5 religious strength in theological combat. Okay, it was 0.5 plus 0.5 faith per citizen in cities and governors. Yeah, that makes more sense and matches what we're seeing here. So, do I want that over isolationism now? An additional +5 religious strength? I think so. It's good to keep up to date with your religious buildings. You can get Theocratic Legacy while you're still a theocracy. So now that our isolationism is over, it probably is time to build that settler. Or I guess the guru should go this way, shouldn't he? Seeing some catapults. So it's possible that Norway is not exactly on the forefront of military technology. I do want to grab this double adjacency bonus thing. Getting some weird graphical issues with the governor skills. I'm not sure what's up with that. Alright, so you could build a settler in 10. For you, it would be 5. Alright, we'll do it in the capital. It's just, it would be really nice to have a place closer that we could buy religious units from. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping Gilgamesh was going to kill some apostles for us. Alright, let's see what information we can gather. So here's a holy site. Okay, you're a translator and debater. I'd love it if we could hit this with a proselytizer first. But maybe we just go ahead and start with the translator, because triple strength is significant. Yeah, you're not doing any converting. You're not doing any converting. Where are my... This is my proselytizer over here. I should probably... Can we rename them? No, actually, the button is not here. Scouting is hard when you can't get open borders. So if we're going to convert that... Like, this has to... We have to go hard on this. We have to actually convert several cities in close proximity to each other to build up an area of turtle pressure that we can then use to push out to the rest of Norway. It looks like, though, we're closer to the bottom of the map than I realized. He's got cities over here. I wonder if these are isolated enough from his eastern stuff that we might be able to convert these 3 and have them hold. It's going to take a long time for the proselytizer to get over here. We should do it that way, though. That's the most efficient way to use our very limited charges. What we really need is some of his apostles to show up so that we can beat them in theological duels. You probably need a harbor. Right, the holy site's complete now. The harbor will give us another trade route plus gold plus industry. Honestly, if he's smart, he will not produce any apostles. In fact, we shouldn't stand in his holy site. We should give him the chance to buy apostles. If he buys apostles in the city, we can't attack them. But apostles in the holy site can be attacked. Alright, since we have nobody to heal right at this moment, the guru can just scout a little bit. He's way better at it than this warrior is. You know what? You just go back and auto-explore. It turns out you're not going to be needed. It turns out you're not useful. You know, just sort of in a general sense. Don't take it personally. I guess you can step forward a little bit. Again, just doing some scouting here. Stavanger. What is the holy city for this religion named? Nidaros. Okay, so it is the capital. The AI does not always found their religions in their capital. And I mean, there's not really a reason that you have to. It's just sort of something players usually do because you're trying to build as few holy sites as possible. We could burn this guy. Like, honestly, he's not that useful as a fighter. Although all of my apostles have all of those religious strength buffs from our government. And he would really be good at converting cities. And this is the only city over here with a holy site, so that would make it hard for them to take back the western reaches. Yeah, but let's be efficient. Let's keep as many bodies on the ground as we can here. Oh, hey. Are you a debater? Yes, my guy is a debater. Alright. So I don't actually care about that apostle. I was just making sure that we wouldn't get totally slaughtered if he decided to have a little fight with us, and it looks like we'll be fine. I'm thinking we're building up like 1,600-ish. That'll be enough to buy 3 apostles and a guru. That is a really good deal. I accept. I guess I probably should have pulled open borders from their side of the table and asked for more money instead. Well, that seems foolish. What are you thinking? Interestingly, Babylon has been converted to Sikhism. Well, I don't care. Put this guy down. We can get a little turtle pressure going. It did not actually happen. Or maybe it just didn't display, because I don't know if there would be turtle pressure here naturally. Oh, it looks like we are... How are we getting turtle pressure from this direction? There's no way there's a city over... I don't know, maybe there's a city, like, in the fog here? And it's been converted to turtles via, you know, all of our pressure here? Can I please get the... There we go. The thing to show up. Okay, so Nobamba will flip soon. This is taking forever, but it'll go soon. Part of the problem with Ulundi is that he's generating a lot of citizens in Ulundi. So while our religious pressure is considerable, it's taken forever because of the fact that we're having a hard time getting to half of the citizens. Would you maybe get out of the way? There is another city down there. We could jump in the water, I guess. Let's scout this way. Okay, it's a tiny city. It's probably pretty new. It doesn't even have his religion yet. Don't really want you to go anywhere. You are also a scout. Okay, so we can get this cluster converted pretty easily, I think. We have 3 turns until the factory is available. Monument seems like a fine thing to build in that time. We're actually going to be on enough faith to produce our group of apostles pretty soon here. We've really jumped our faith output up. If you're doing a good job with the religious victory, you have more culture, and it takes less time to get to this point. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to get anywhere near a golden age. I think what I'll do is place 1 envoy here. Or no, we don't actually have markets. Sorry. I was going to say place 1 envoy here, hold 1 envoy, and then when 2 more generate, go to Leventa and max out, get the level 6 bonus. But I guess we just hold, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to... We could put those guys down, but that would only be +2 science, right? Because I'm pretty sure... Hold on a second, that is not what I wanted. I just gave some unit a real bad order. Right-click is back up in the menus, sometimes, but not when you have a unit selected first. Alright. That should do quite a bit of damage to... Yeah, wow, it really did not have the effect that I was hoping. He's a proselytizer, right? 75% of existing pressure from other religions. Huh. I am not trying to speak to you. I am trying to navigate this UI. Yeah, we're gonna have to convert all of this stuff. I just want to get Namsos first so that it doesn't produce a religious unit to fight back while we're doing it. Alright, scheme flipped. I imagine due to natural pressure. We could come down here and use our charge here. I'm going to bring this guy back to Namsos. Let's just make sure we can get it. So do I want to spend another proselytizer charge is the real question. A triple strength translator charge would probably get us dominant religion. Yeah, I'll just spend this guy's second charge. Yeah, I am not, under any circumstances, going to stop converting your people. If he goes to war with us, which could happen, it'll be bad. It'll mean that these guys will all have to flee, and we will have to go somewhat military. It won't have to be entirely our military. Gilgamesh will help. And the fact that we have a military alliance available to us with Gilgamesh if we want to switch to it means that we could potentially win a war against a superior force. If we have to. Let's hope we don't have to. You know, it would be really great if he just produced some apostles over here so that we could fight him. We know he's making apostles aggressively. We just need them to come over here. Alright, so let's have these guys start pressuring over here. Because if we get these three cities and Namsos, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be able to generate enough pressure in here for the cities to hold each other up as our religion. Okay, so why don't you go and do this? It's a little bit of money for us too. That's nice. And these other apostles are just going forward, I guess. The people who only have one spread left don't really have a job to do except find these apostles and fight them. And the guru is with them. That's a pretty good campus. Oh, Korea likes us now. We get a declaration on that? Could we get an alliance on that? I hear you know a thing or two about science, so maybe I don't want to give you she doesn't need any extra science from us. How about one of these? Alright, cool. Feel free to send us lots of trade routes and make us lots of extra money. I am not going to put any effort into that alliance. Still not seeing any religious units from them.
I think the human race.
Alright, well, I'm not crazy about the Indulgence Vendor promotion, but, I mean, it would be lying to say that it has not been pretty good to us this game. Alright, so this guy needs to spend his next charge on an enemy city with a significant population. We need to really get value out of it, so Stavanger looks like the way to go. Oh no, he founded a city in kind of where I was going to found mine. We could found up here still. We could just take Fidget Spinner Island and overwrite something to get our holy site. Honestly, that's probably what I'll do. That's the safest option. Oh hey, we have a coal mine functioning already. Oh, there was coal in 2 adjacent tiles under our holy site and under the mine that we already built. Well, that's neat. Nice to be actually sort of on the forefront. Barbarians. Okay, we have to turn around. Barbarian units will kill our religious units. Not capture, just obliterate. We cannot be here. That's right, the AI just leaves barbarians all over the place, all the time, wherever. Doesn't feel the need to fight the camps or anything. Okay, if we were going to attempt to make some kind of play to blow up Norway, or part of Norway, it would be a ship-based play. Submarines. That's how we'll do it. You know, we'll just research submarines. No big problem. I don't see why our empire shouldn't be able to build a lot of submarines. Eight score, huh? There's no way, right? There's no way we do this. No, I don't think so. It's not going to matter too much. My suspicion is we're past the part of the game where the dedications will be terribly useful to us. Which is to say, you know, there's not going to be any religious-focused dedications available anyway. Oh, finished trade route. Sure. No. Absolutely not. Why would I trade coal to the only person who is still a threat to me? Now see, like, Shaka, I'm more likely to trade coal to. Still no. But at least him asking wasn't insane. Alright, so we're gonna have to go around Stavanger, I guess? Just into the lake here. Yeah, good proselytizing, man. Really doing it. Okay, we need to convert Sarpsborg as well. Which guy is this? Okay, yeah. You are the guy for that. You need to get over here. Well, we're making some progress. And trade routes out of Delhi. Oh, hey. Look who it is. Let's go exploring. I guess we're just preparing to go over the lake here. This is going to be a pain. So you can see we're starting to get some pressure going here, but it's going to be kind of a long walk. Turtle stuff is holding strong over here. So we do have the majority of pressure on this city. It'll flip. Zanzibar will flip. It's been getting just bombarded by Protestants, but all of this stuff is under control. And he's using his units in a not particularly coordinated way. He's just sort of spending them. He's not actually making progress. He's just slowing our progress slightly. Which is both good and bad for us, because obviously it's nice that he's not reversing any of our work, but he is slowing us down, and at some point one of the other AIs is going to win. It's not going to be him. I don't think Norway is at all a threat for victory. Probably the victory is going to be Gilgamesh versus Korea in the space race. That's where it's coming down to. So you actually are not a converter anymore. None of you guys are. Not ideal. Where the heck are all of these apostles that we're always seeing? Where are they coming from? Doesn't actually seem to be creating any. They just have always been. A pretty good advantage for a religion, actually, to be able to spread entirely through passive pressure. Well, we could build ourselves a Colosseum. Culture, loyalty per turn, and amenities to each city center within 6 tiles. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So this tile right here makes a great place for a Colosseum. I don't know. Maybe we'll never get that done, but it would be really cool if we did. It'll keep our whole empire happy, which is neat. Some decent effectiveness. Yeah, if we can find a couple of Protestant apostles and just really embarrass them in front of everybody, that would help a lot. Okay, here's Nidaros. Come down here and get some stuff done. Kind of annoyed by how much territory Shaka was able to steal from me. So you don't have any special spreading ability. He's actually created a really weird empire here. Not very densely populated. We're close, man. Alright, so this guy needs to drop religion charges here. But we do need to convert Skeen, don't we? The amount of pressure that a city produces is based on its population. So this one's not awesome, but since we're still establishing our foothold here, I think it might be important. So I might want to send you down there real quick. Just one charge will do the job here. And then, I mean, it looks to me like he's going to have to buy, to fight us back, he's going to have to buy his religious units in these cities. He's got holy sites here and here. And when he does, we will obliterate them. It's not even really going to be a debate. It's going to be a lot of our guys standing in sort of a concave around his dudes, just shouting. They'll never be able to counter our arguments, because everything that we're doing will be completely incomprehensible to them. Okay, Tromso does have a holy site as well. That's probably where he's buying a lot of his religious units. So Tromso is the next big conversion target, I guess. And the rest of us are just going to kind of stand around. Like, we have all these religious units that only have one charge that we can't use to... Ugh, look at all these holy sites. All these units that we can't actually use for conversion. And only use for shouting. Let's just hang out. Let's go over here and just hang out with him. You know, we gotta put as many charges as possible into this place, I guess. Alright, 3 followers of our religion is pretty close to what we need. Yeah, the next charge will probably blank the city's religion, and then the charge after that will put us on top. So there's a city here, right? The way we're seeing these districts laid out, there has to be. I guess technically this could be Tromso's, and this could be Stevenger's. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so we're going to try to use this guy's charges to put some pressure on Tromso. I would really love it if all of the religious units had to be bought back here. That's going to make things easiest for us. Keep this route running because we do want to get that factory done. Pretty important. Really? Yeah, I guess he doesn't actually have any boosters of any kind. Zero followers, huh? We're building up some pressure here. Like, I'm hoping the second charge will do a little will get us to 1. Because the problem is there weren't any undecided people, right? There was 100% of the citizens already had religion, so you have to convince them back to neutral first. Okay, there is in fact a city here. It does not have a holy site. Strategy feels a little strange. Oh, okay, we were able to flip the city in 1 less charge than I thought. I might want to throw an extra charge at it, though, just to get us a little bit of wiggle room, because right now I imagine we're like 5 and 4. 5 and 3. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Thinking we gotta spend quite a few charges on Tromso because we don't have a proselytizer charge for it. And we could just let one of our religious units be exhausted. Actually, that's probably the right thing to do. The majority religion will be Protestantism when half of the population is hay turtles. That's annoying. Still think it's worth doing. Gonna get as much religious population over here converted as possible. I think we're getting there. Just get into aggressive positions on his holy sites here. He has produced an apostle. This will be a major defeat because of their holy ground bonus. But my guru's close. I don't think I attack. We'll let them attack. If I attack first, he gets to do a second advantageous attack on his turn, and he might burn us down too fast. I do not want to lose a fight to him. But if we can burn this apostle here, this is going to be big for us. The other option is that the apostle bails into the water right away. Nope, he did not run. Okay. Where are my debaters? You are a debater. You will get me a minor victory. You are not a debater. And you are not, right? Yeah, okay. That's right. The other debater who was coming over still has charges and is doing stuff. I'm going to leave this. I think we're going to need to spend too many charges on Tromso for it to make sense for us to spend one there. So we have a health advantage on him now, like major defeat, but our health is going to be a lot better than his is. Between the 3 of us, I think we can get him. And we have backup. And also, even if he does manage to defeat one of our apostles, there's some chance that he'll choose a he'll choose one that has martyr, because we have a couple of martyrs over there. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Alright, so we got a re-friendship. I'm gonna change our alliances a little bit. No, wait, we're sending a settler over, but we don't actually need the cultural alliance or the cultural alliance with Gilgamesh to settle on that island. It's outside of loyalty range. So I probably want to go military alliance with Gilgamesh, which means cultural alliance with Shaka, the extra great person points, or no? I'm way behind on tech. I could use a little help here, buddy. All right, and Gilgamesh always wants to be friends. Make a military alliance with him. That won't pull us into his war right away. At least based on what we saw the last couple of games. All right, we have enough faith to start building our new group of recruits. Let's go apostle, apostle, and then next turn apostle, apostle. Because actually We built up a lot of faith. And then the turn after that, Apostle Guru, maybe? And I want to buy them all in that city, because we want to take advantage of the extra promotion, obviously. Okay, he obliterated himself against our debater, because he's an idiot. Karl Hardrada has converted Adab, the holy city of Sikhism, to Protestantism. It appears that he is unwilling to coexist peacefully with the other great religions of the world. Oh, this is interesting. Those who join the emergency will need to prevent Adab from following the religion for 16 of the next 30 turns. Succeeding, you'll be rewarded. Failing, the target will grow stronger. If the members succeed, we each gain a relic, and we split a pot of 6,000 gold. If the members fail, the target's religion releases a burst of pressure in all nearby cities. What does that mean, in all nearby cities? Nearby what? Nearby Adab, or nearby all of this religion's cities, or... there's not a lot of benefit to doing this for me. Like, as much as I would like a relic and some gold, we don't need either of these things. And if this happens... If this happens and the members fail, it would be really bad for us. I'm going to reject. But if I reject, will I know whether it's still going on, or... I don't know if the other players will pitch in. I'm gonna reject. I don't want to be a part of that. I'd like it if that didn't happen. I'm pretty sure that if we all say no, then it doesn't. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll start heading west with all of our guys now. We'll group up near the coast. It's awkward. We gotta find another natural wonder. Okay, Proselytizer's extremely welcome. Apostle. You just need to get over here. So yeah, we're gonna hit Tromsø, right? Okay, Skeen is... Yep, Skeen is now overpressured. It will flip. How's the pressure looking over here? Still pretty bad for us, actually. Yeah, we're gonna lose Sogndal. Almost Sogndal. Very close to the thing I said first. Yeah, this is rough. We gotta convert some more of these cities. All of this stuff being Protestant is hurting us, but if we convert his nation to A-Turtles, that will hold our pressure. We'll be fine. I think it's probably worth throwing out the Guru charge here. Refresh all of our injured guys and also our existing debater. Okay, so everybody who's over here only has the one charge, right? We're just waiting for... No, not you. You're headed to Tromsø. Trying to leave this in such a state that when I come back to it tomorrow, I'll be able to tell what the heck I was doing. So the debater is the one that I want here, between the two holy sites, so that you can attack any unit that appears. You're fine where you are, you're fine here. Okay. Well, went quite a bit over the hour here. But we're making real progress. We've converted about, a third to a half of his nation, mostly unimportant stuff. But we've got enough citizens over here that once we convert a couple of these cities, our pressure will solidify. And if we can get Nidaros, things will get really good for us. It's going to be a little bit of a walk, unfortunately, on that. Honestly, it's not that bad. The distance between Nidaros and all of the other cities makes this pretty easy to hold. He has a lot of citizens, but he doesn't have that much pressure. Alright, I did buy my apostles, yes, okay. Alright, well, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Come back next time. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I think we might just pull this off. And we'll see you then.